What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Punch Drunk Nerd, the podcast where three friends, three amigos, three bambinos come together to talk about nerd shit. Let me introduce myself. Let me introduce us. My name is Luis Gonzalez, and with me is...
Miguel Sanchez.
And Deadpool.
And goddamn, dude, we've been getting some clean intros lately. And by we, I mean
That's
me.
a great use of nay.
Thank you.
I got a little excited there for you.
So let's get into it because I feel like it's been a big topic amongst a couple of us.
Our chat.
It's also like a news thing too. Obviously, we know ChatGPT's been around. AI is continuing to grow.
AI?
And they released out this new app called the Sora app, and it's AI. And yes, you know, you've been able to create AI videos through Google VO, through ChatGPT, through Midsummer or Midjourney, but this is a little bit different from seeing those videos that you typically see online because this is a social platform, and the way that Sora works is you basically whatever your imagination is, if you know, as long as it doesn't include any IP or franchise or violence, you can create. So you create these images, you create these videos, and it goes up on your feed. And then you can look at other people's creations on their feed. And once you see it and you go through a feed and everything is literally AI. You cannot upload anything to a feed like Instagram or TikTok. You have to create within the app. And not only that, but say you see like, oh, I don't know, somebody in an elevator, the door opens and then a moose runs in. You see that and you're like, oh my God, but what if I turn it into 50 tigers? You can then remix somebody else's idea and say, I like that idea, but can we change this to one moose to 50 tigers or something? So the idea is that you always are yes-anding different people. Currently, Sora AI is only through like invite only. You need a code to kind of be invited. And right now it's spreading like a viral disease. I have it. I gave a code to Steven and Miguel. We had a little bit of fun, and I just thought now that I've kind of given a little bit of the news, I wanted to give the testimonial part of it all. Miguel, what was your kind of experience with Sora?
So the day that we were doing it, like back and forth, I thought it was fun. Like we were doing bits, we were like making up silly videos, but there is kind of like this, like, I don't know, this like deep, dark feeling inside that's like AI is like, I don't want to do this, you know what I mean? I like the social media aspects of it. Like some guy followed me and I looked at his thing and he had like 300,000 likes or something like that. And I was like, oh, I definitely don't want this. Like, this is not the version of the internet that I want, but I like it as a tool to make silly, dumb bits with my friends because we were making silly, dumb bits, you know?
It's definitely for shit posting. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like
1,000%.
It's a shit posting social site. Yeah.
But to your point, like about like doing remixes, you can also do a cameo where you kind of like what you do with an Apple FaceTime, face whatever. It'll scan your face and your voice and this and that, and it'll put you in the videos if you want. And there's a part of me that's like, that's fun. But then there's also a part of me that's like, that's kind of weird that it's like taking all of your, biological data and just like turning it into this. And you know what? If it had made me hot, I would have been all about it. But it made me ultra fat and ugly, and I was like, no, AI sucks. Okay, we can't be doing this.
You can say, hey, you can make Miguel, but you bring up a good point about the cameo stuff. Like, yes, you can. This is great. There's this. So you need to opt in to have your likeness being used. And let's say I upload my likeness. I could say, hey, the public can use it, or I limit it to just my friends. So right now, like a big one is like Jake Paul is in there. Mark Cuban is in there. So literally you can make them do whatever they want. You just say at Jake Paul is buying lemonade in space, and then it'll create something like that. So, but you can also opt in. But then there's also, at the beginning when this first started, you saw so many copyright infringements where they were pulling, oh, I want SpongeBob to do this. I want to see Wednesday having dinner with Peter Griffin. Day one, it was the Wild West. And ever since then,
that would have been so fun.
They've really locked in and have restricted that kind of stuff. And for us, we have to opt in. But for the studios and distributors, the way that works is they technically have to opt out. So if they don't want to be a part of it, they have to go in and say, and it's not just like, hey, I'm Disney, I want all of our franchises to be opted out. They specifically need to list out what character or what person they want to be opted out. So, which makes it more difficult. You can't just say all Pixar, all Star Wars. It's like, no, I want Luke, Leia, Han, Vader. All these people need to be
all the like wubs or whatever. Like you got to get them all.
Yeah, exactly. And currently, there is currently a act going into Congress to protect people. I think it's called the Faces Act, and it's to help these companies not just to take your identity. And because that's the biggest thing is like, where are they sourcing all of this information from? What are they using to learn these things? And the way that it's kind of been set up right now is what they're going to be able to do is like, listen, what it outputs. It can't output certain things that are copyright or, whatever. But what it uses in learning that stuff, it's allowed to do. And so there is a lot of give and take that's happening in the system. And people are making moves to create some sort of like amendment or some sort of constitutional protection from this stuff, because it is like a new territory. And the reason why I get into it is because like I'm in video production, and obviously you can do a lot of video production with Sora AI. And if you want a dragon in the sky, you can make that and you could implement that. And, if you have a proof of concept, typically you would go to like a VFX artist or a storyboard artist. Hey, can you design this? I have this idea, but now that's completely undercut. And you can just say, hey, Sora AI, can you just make this as a point of reference for the shoot that I'm about to do? Obviously, there was concern about this for writers. They were saying there's a fear of AI movies. There's a fear of AI actors. There's a term now being toyed around called synthetics, and synthetics are, I think there was this this AI character named Tilly under something, Tilly, and there's a big like fear in Hollywood, like, oh, Tilly, all these agencies are going to get representation, which was kind of like a false statement. None of the big agencies were going out to do that. In fact, none of them would, because that would be kind of suicide, especially because in Hollywood, there is a very like a stank towards using AI in that capacity to represent. So if you, let's say a big agency represented this AI synthetic, they would lose a bunch of actors and be like, well, fuck you and fuck this. So they don't want to do it. But that doesn't stop the fact that smaller agencies could potentially do this in the future.
Sure.
But again, I think I've had this conversation with y'all about AI, but I think the biggest thing is that AI, I mean, in the current 5 years, 5 years, AI is going to be a tool and not a complete replacement. I don't think you could ever replace actors, like lead actors, co-stars, things like that, because what do people like to go online and see? They like to see celebrities doing shit. When the SAG went on strike, you saw the movies just completely shut the fuck down. You know why? Because they couldn't use the actors to do publicity stunts. And so if you don't have an actor, if you don't have a person doing those interviews, doing Hot Ones, doing Theo Von, doing those things where people are like, oh my God, look at how Pedro's touching everybody. If you don't have those moments, then no one's going to lock in and no one would be invested. And so there is still, like, as somebody who's using it too, you kind of have to, you don't get the immediate results you want. It's kind of difficult to get exactly what you need.
Yeah. Even if you really spell it out, it's still like there's a lag, or there's like a miscommunication where you're like, oh, okay, it's not, you can't just like type in word for word what you want and get this like magic product. And
it has a real problem too of like, the way I like to phrase it, it feels very theater framing, in the sense where the AI doesn't like to show people the back of people's heads.
Yeah.
Everyone always has to have their face in the front. No one can really turn around because it's pulling information of people who just has their face readily available. So it's not perfect, and especially when you're making films and TV, it's all about tone. You know, when you capture that perfect shot, the way the sun is set, the color grade, the way the music comes in, all of the like, it is you have no idea how all the tiny, minute details that go into filmmaking.
My only concern, and we didn't really get into it too much, and I think like the example that people are going to bring up a lot as like the AI example is the Will Smith eating spaghetti. Okay, like the first videos you saw. I know that sounds silly, but that's like I'm legit.
No, it's legitimate. Yeah.
But like Will Smith eating spaghetti at the AI videos originally came out versus now, there has been a big leap. And so you talk about, oh, they can't really get the back of the head, but then that's another year out, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, before you know it, like all these things are going to kind of fall into place. The perfect shot, you know what I mean? I was talking to my friend about it and I was like, you know what? Like, the example that came to mind is like, eventually, like, what if there's like AI sports? You know what I mean? Where it's like you watch a whole soccer match or a whole basketball game or whatever, and it's like, we have been around, we know the things, but it's like, my child is 6 years old. Like, what about his child in the future? You know what I mean? Like when AI is just like become this like thing, you know?
I think the thing is, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
And you use that example of Hot Ones. It's like, yeah, we digest Hot Ones because that's the content we like. But like when my kid's kid is watching, you know what I mean, and grows up in a world where there's only AI, the same way that my kid grows up where there's an iPad and I didn't have an iPad. You know what I mean? That's the things that I'm kind of concerned about. It's like, but you know,
my sister sent me. I'm sorry, just to piggyback onto what Miguel was saying. My sister had forwarded this report from NPR that 1 in 5 high schoolers have had a romantic AI relationship.
Wow.
Or knows someone who has. Specifically on how it's kind of, I mean, obviously unknowingly, but that these relationships are being created through AI. And it's a little unsettling.
Absolutely.
Especially
I mean,
kids who are so predisposed to
the internet.
And then
listen,
the internet.
I mean, you go on 20 years in the future. I mean, they're already creating robots, synthetics. You include AI into that. You include whatever. And yeah, I mean, people can get kind of lost in that reality, and you can upload a certain thing to be a certain thing or whatever. I think things are going to be different, but you always have the stuff that is here. I mean, think about like hard media. There's been a lot of like, there's been a resurgence of Blu-rays, of steel cases. Obviously, vinyls were a big thing in the years past.
Yeah.
People start saying, you know what, I'm kind of sick of this shit. I want to have something real. And there is going to be, and there's always going to be a back and forth type of situation where it's like, all I see is fake shit. I want to see some real shit. And then when you see real shit a lot, you're like, I want to see some dumb fake shit. And so it's just kind of like where you're coming from. You just want always the opposite.
I totally get that. And that's what I mean about like these dumb bits that we're doing, like where we go back and forth and we create these videos. Like, I think that's a lot of fun. And I do think like I talked to ChatGPT to get me, this is kind of shitty, but like, hey, give me a bedtime story to read to my kid. Give me, you know, that like question game, Luis, that we played, like where you like ask relationship. I was like, ChatGPT, give me 100 questions I can ask my wife to like whatever.
Oh yeah.
I think these things as tools are very helpful. Like, and they give you the quick thing that you need. It's just like, and the other thing is like, you know, we're at that age now where we're going to get called boomers. Like if we immediately be like, I don't know about this, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I'm like, let's see how it goes, you know?
I think being a human is about adapting and as scary and unnerving and dystopian like this can look and feel, for me, it is definitely like, let me get to know, quote unquote, my enemy so that I have a better grasp of it when it comes later on. And I think it is definitely unnerving and strange and odd and weird, and things are going to be very different in 5 years. But as of right now,
did you hear about this
dumbass shit posts, which you could follow at Louis12 on Sora if you want to follow my content.
Do it. It's dumb. It's so fun.
I'm just like, you know what? I'm trying to do something on that app, you know. So we're gonna see where that goes. But what were you saying, Miguel?
I was gonna say, did you guys hear about Timbaland? Do you know who that is? The producer, music producer.
Fuck yeah, I do.
Okay, my bad. Yeah. All right.
The man of the 2005s who was mixing on everybody. JT, come on.
You were talking about the AI actress. He just put out an AI like music artist or whatever, and that's like the foray into that. Like, okay, a big name is like putting his name on this thing, and they're like making her some celebrity,
right?
And it's like, okay,
yeah. Well, and that's big because usually it's like the people, like the youngins who don't have resources, who don't have the ability, and who don't have a stake in anything. They're like, what am I going to lose? I have nothing to lose. So why don't I just like put all my, marbles into doing AI music? But and you know what? I think the music business, the unions, thank God, I think people are starting to put up guardrails in a certain way that is pushing back a little bit. So it's not just like, oh, we're just giving all permission to everything. And as of right now, it seems like a lot of tools, but as they push for Congress to kind of protect our rights, I think that is important to have and to kind of, knowledge up a little bit. And I'm someone who typically is not in the know-how in the real news. It has to, if it's wrapped in an entertainment bubble, then I'll be all over it. But if it's real news, I'll be like, I'm too busy.
I love that. I love that for you.
Ed, I know you are not for this, but you haven't said it much on this thing, and so I just wanted to get your last closing remarks on the whole situation.
Prepare to be underwhelmed. I only mean that because I've remained blissfully ignorant, mostly because whenever you guys launched that in the group chat, I was just genuinely busy. So and by like every time I looked down, there was like 50 new text messages and stuff like that. So every now and again, I was able to hop on and see what you guys were creating there.
The only response that you gave was like, oh, we were like, here's Ed in a video. You were like, oh, I love this. And then
what else were you supposed to? What else did you want, Miguel?
We were posting bits left and right. They're all hilarious.
Oh, you wanted credit for all of it. I got you. Yeah, I mean, there is. I mean, we've already said it, so I'm not trying to just like beat a dead horse, but I just there is like something that I find a little problematic with the whole thing, and not just specifically with that. Just I feel like we as a species just take on to these things way too quickly before, like, you never what the famous Dr. Malcolm line is, like, you were too busy trying to figure out if you could, you didn't stop to think if you should, and I think it's just going to be one of those Jurassic Park moments where we're just going to
see,
oops, we just went a step too far. And there's my biggest thing too, and I'm not trying to go down a dark road here. I just feel like there are going to be people who use this kind of thing for an ugly means, and I'm not very tech savvy. On top of that, you guys know I struggle with even the simplest.
Why didn't You didn't ask for an invite code. Like, I've got one. You know, like
Yeah,
I can get you.
fucking
But
busy.
Ed doesn't want to. Yeah, Ed doesn't.
It was so far gone, and I was like, okay, I see what they're doing now, but I'm okay. You guys have it under control. So
I'm gonna make a video right now. Hang on.
it wasn't. It genuinely wasn't like like a silent protest on my part. It was just more of like, I already missed the train. I will see you guys when you get back, kind of thing. And that's what this is right now. So, yeah, it's I like it for the bit. The things that I did watch, I thought were amusing, especially when directed at me. But like some of it, yeah, no, it was funny. I mean, it is interesting, and it does get your wheels turning creatively, I guess, of how you would, or what you would. I obviously have to be very specific about these prompts and what have you. But I'm rambling, but I don't feel too strongly either way. And it's going to be one of those things that maybe eventually I'll dip my toes into. But right now I'm just trying to,
Ed famously hates bits, so
yes,
we'll never do a Sora.
I'm a bit hater. I'm still catching up with the name Sora.
Sora. So we got Sora. Quick news here. I just wanted to mention it's no longer Apple TV Plus. It's just Apple TV. Which for me is going to be confusing as hell, because it's going to be like, you got Apple TV? It's like, yeah, the hardware, it's fucking awesome. It's this tiny black cube that I use to watch all my networks. Like, no, dumbass. I'm talking about the subscribing where it has shows and everything. Like, oh, okay. Well, maybe you should distinguish it somehow, like, so that they're not the same fucking thing. So Apple TV Plus, now Apple TV.
You know what? We just had this whole like AI talk, and I know you're kind of brushing through this Apple TV thing, but I think this is the thing you're actually upset about.
Yeah. Can I just say, I thought it was a joke whenever they announced Apple TV Plus. It was just like, well, you basically took all the options and put it together, right? Like,
yeah.
Disney
Plus was pissed
Paramount
about
Plus. It. Yeah. Like,
they're like, what the fuck, bro? We just did it.
The Apple TVs, you don't really get those much anymore, right? Like the little black boxes.
Oh, I will stand. Hand on Bible, stand on God, or whatever the fuck it is.
Well, don't
Apple TV. Is that what's the saying? I don't know the saying.
Yeah, get on with it. Get on with it. Go. Just keep going.
Let me know down in the comments what you think I'm trying to say.
Miguel's trying to be somewhere.
Guys, I fucking love the Apple TV. And what am I talking about? You don't know, subscription or the hardware. I know, I fucking love the hardware. It's incredible. It's awesome. I literally have one controller for everything.
Yeah.
For the TV,
and your phone can do it too.
Oh, baby, don't even get me started about my phone getting used and to integrate into that. And let me tell you about that UI. Ugh, you go to another TV and you use their UI as a smart TV, bro, you are stuttering, you're holding. I fucking hate it. I feel like I could have done 20 things by the time it went from one app to the next. Apple TV, clean.
You know what?
Love it. Integrated. And the thing is, it's like, everyone should just have it, but it's okay. You know, everyone's different, and I respect it, and I'm not going to push my agenda on anybody. But for me,
can you watch and access your Plex library on an Apple TV?
Fuck yeah, bro!
All right, that's all I need to hear.
You know, it's so clean and smooth and intuitive, and just and everything you bought on iTunes, everything you bought on iTunes automatically upgrades into 4K, and they didn't have to do that, but they did. So I have
so nice.
It's so nice of them. I have an OLED TV, and so I was like, I'm upgrading to that Apple TV 4K. And dude, I love how it holds everything together. I'm happy to be a spokesperson just for the Apple TV.
Should work for Apple.
Streaming or hardware? I don't know. Okay, let's move on. Trailer talk. I had a lot of feelings about that.
You did. Oh,
I'm adding to cart right now. Sorry, my bad.
I fuck king. Let me tell you one more thing. I was using I was using PlayStation because I was playing Fortnite, and I was like, I'm gonna watch Netflix to do something, whatever. Right? I was on Netflix. Okay. I was trying to fast forward or quote unquote scrub through, and like get through the show. You cannot see what you're fast forwarding to. You just have to guess. And an Apple TV, I'm seeing all the little frames. I get to see what the images are. I'm like, oh, okay. I can see where I want to land in the movie. Here, I'm just guessing. And you can also see what time the movie's going to end. There's just so many little things about it I love. Okay, let's move on. Trailer talk.
But you don't like that they took away the plus.
I don't like the confusion. I don't like the fact that that you've named two things the exact same name. I don't like. All right. I can get very particular, but you know what? I can get very particular about things, but that's what makes me a good video editor too.
That's right.
Let's talk about trailer talk.
Right.
We have 4 trailers to talk about.
Oh my God. I'm sorry.
Hand me the reins real quick.
Here you go. Yeah. Thank God. Please take over. I'm done.
Yeah. All right. It's it's trailer talk because we all know who put these trailers here, but I got one for everybody. Almost, kind of. Did Miguel actually leave?
No, I'm here.
Just didn't watch any of the trailers, did you?
No, I didn't. Sorry. I'm coming right back. God damn, hang on.
Why am I even a part of a podcast?
You guys heard me say earlier when I said I watched an hour and 25-minute movie in 3 days. I'm sorry I didn't watch 4 trailers this afternoon, okay? I don't have the attention span.
Wait, okay, can I say something real quick about that? Okay, I'm sorry I have to divert this conversation, but fuck it. This is our podcast. You don't have the attention span, but Miguel loves to send reels that are over 3 minutes long. I'm like, do you know what? Watching 3 minute reels, bro? Because
I tell you, Luis, I've been dying.
15 seconds and I move on.
Luis, I've been dying to talk to you about something, okay? I have recently started... Luis, lock in. This is for you, okay?
I'm locked in.
All right, dude. So let's say I'm like on my phone. I'm watching a reel. I have recently started doing the 2 times speed. I like press the button on the side. I'm like, play the whole thing now. Let's go. Yeah. I don't have time. And it'll be like, wait, why am I doing this? It doesn't matter. But now that's how I hear all my reels in my head now. It's like, and then they'll be doing jokes and bits, and I'm like, go on. Mm-hmm. Yep, get to it. And it's just like, that's how I watch my content now. I'm like 2 times the speed. If I could do 3 times the speed, I'd be like, hurry up, you know?
I don't do all my content 2 times speed. I'll tell you that. I'm not even gone that far. But
if it's a reel, I'm doing it.
If it's a 3 minute reel, then I'm doing it. I'm like, God damn, how long is this fucking setup?
Ed called me out recently on a chat where he sent something and he goes, I hearted it or I liked it or I laughed right away. And he was like, there's no way you watched that video. But truthfully, I had already seen the video, so I was reacting as I had already reacted to it. But as far as Luis goes, I do feel like you are like prematurely reacting to things because you're like, I'm not watching that whole thing. Like, haha. Or like you earlier today, there was like 5 videos and you did like the what emoji to all of them. And I was like, he didn't watch a single one of these. Okay, and that's fine.
Can I just say that I feel like
okay, go ahead.
I get attacked when I don't like. There might be like catching up on all the reels that
but
you guys.
You're a different person.
Yeah, but you'll still point it out. But the like every now and again, there are some that I scroll past or don't react to, and in my head I'm just like that didn't earn anything. I didn't think it was amusing. I didn't think it was funny. I didn't think it was
that
cute.
hurts. That hurts.
So I don't react. So I don't react.
It's basically I'm giving you my heart.
Hang on.
You're like,
well, let's
walk away.
Let's scale it back a little bit. This is like here's an amusing video.
Are there really videos that we send individually, me, Luis, whoever? Are there really videos where you're like, that garnered nothing from me? I wish they had never sent me that. I'm hurt right now.
Not even that strong of a reaction. It would just be like, okay.
It is literally just like.
Or I'm just like, I don't get it, and just carry on.
that's the thing, Ed, is you don't get it. All right. All right. That's not my fault or Luis's fault. Okay.
This is my problem. My problem is
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I'm sharing a piece of
you'll hunt me down like a fucking witch hunter. You'll be like, I noticed you didn't like this one. You don't like cats.
I do that.
What is this about?
No, that counts. One. I'm surprised I hadn't heard anything about that one. Okay,
we haven't even watched it yet. What is he on about? And
no, you did, because your little fucking picture showed up at the very bottom as if you've already seen it.
I may have seen it on in the thread, but I didn't watch the video. You're right, because sometimes I don't have time to just stop everything I'm doing and watch.
I'll tell you this. Sarah sends so many videos. I watch all of them. All right,
yeah.
I react to all of them.
Same fucking thing too. It's like, you never watch my video. Fuck off.
Because it's a piece of you. I'm sharing something. Part of me.
It's not always. I know
many
you see
videos
it as,
you fucking share on a day-to-day basis.
You see it, Ed. Calm down. You see it as I'm being. Yes. You see it as
Miguel?
You're seeing it like, oh, this is a barrage. They're doing too much. Why don't they just stop sending me things? But to Luis's point, every video we send this is my heart. Okay. I'm giving this to you because I think that you specifically, I asked this the other day. Okay. You were sending multiple videos to multiple chats and you were like, meh. I send videos to a chat and I go, no, it's not this chat. Yes. Let me send it to the other chat because this is the group of people that really appreciate this video. And if I send something to you and I text you, I'm sorry, I'm getting to it. My bad. But if I send something to you and I text you, Ed, I sent you 3 back-to-back bangers, it's because I love you so fucking much. And I just want you to watch these videos. I'm like, this is content for you. I have found this. I hung the Mona Lisa in the Louvre, to text you these goddamn reels. Luis gets it.
I'm sharing my part of you.
There isn't a part of you that is just kind of in autopilot mode. Fuck off. Yes, serious. That when you wake up in the morning, it's like, oh, that's kind of funny, and I'll send that.
Because I'll tell you what.
Hang on to a specific.
Sorry.
Like in the Fan Bam, for instance, sometimes we'll send cat videos, and it's like this, and you guys will even, sometimes specifically say this is Ed content or yada yada. To whoever, and yes, if it's for Ed content, I'll watch the Ed content because it's me. But I'm just saying, that's what I mean. There is such a wide variety of what you're saying. It's like, oh, I'm sending you this because I love you. It's like, well, you're sending this to a group of people for, our general amusement.
I'll tell you this, respectfully to the Fan Bam chat, is I don't actually send all that many videos to the Fan Bam chat because people don't actually respond to that chat. I go, this is nerd shit. This is nerd shit. This is another fucking group chat. I sometimes send things straight to Luis and I go, let me cut the middleman out. This is Luis's content.
Sometimes I send things just to Ed and Steven because I know Miguel is, and you know what? I'm okay with that. Look, I like with you sending stuff to them that I'm not
Luis,
in.
My heart skips a beat whenever you send me a specific video separately. If it's in the group, I'm sorry, it does get a little lost in the weeds.
I'm with Miguel. I'm looking through so many. I'm not casually just fucking throwing out reels, nilly. I'm like, this one goes there. Skip. That one personally made me laugh. I don't think they'll like it. Heart myself. Skip. That one's not that good. I don't think that's good enough to share. I'll keep that to myself. And then this one's good for, because Steven and Ed and Miguel both like this thing. Right. It's going to go there. And then, karaoke night. The Fan Bam does that. So I'm going to send it to the Fan Bam. Right. That is what's going into my mind when I'm seeing these reels. I'm not just share.
You're not sending those reels as this is going to blow every single one of their fucking minds. And
I mean,
come on, it depends.
Kind of.
I know you guys
are depends on the chat.
Right now. I know you guys are up here, but I'm just just breathe a second and just admit for a moment that maybe not every single one of those videos are this is the greatest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Honestly,
I don't know, man. If I sent it, it was for a reason.
Tell me that's what you believe.
I do believe that. What do you mean?
If I sent it,
I'm tuning out.
Let me tell you this.
The podcast. No, hang on.
Let me say this. Let me ask it. Let me rephrase the whole question, and then we're done. Okay. Let me rephrase the whole question.
This is making me angry.
Is Ed? Let me ask you this: when you send a video, and one of us responds to that video with a not just an emoji, but like
Kevin Bacon,
a heartfelt.
I'm sorry, Kevin Bacon walking out of one battle after another.
We saw that movie.
Yes,
the whole thing I said was because
Miguel,
sorry,
calm down.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Do you see a fucking "I love Kevin Bacon" tattoo on my head?
But no, it's not about "I love Kevin Bacon." It's the content. Do you understand what he's doing? He's talking Kevin Bacon, who's like a renowned actor, okay, whatever. He is getting in his car and promoting a movie that he's not in. He doesn't produce. He doesn't have any money ties to. And it's like, you guys have to go see this movie, which, by the way, the news is saying that it's losing $100 million, on marketing or whatever. Okay?
It definitely hasn't made a lot of money for sure, yeah.
But that's the thing I'm saying is like, oh my God, you guys, we loved One Battle After Another, and Kevin Bacon's over here promoting it. Isn't that kind of cool?
Movies that or reels.
So that's the thing is
sent. That Luis, I see you haven't liked it.
Well, because I'm a little hurt.
Now, hang on a second.
That's a little past hurt. I'm sorry.
That is how you should be looking at every single video you send. Did they not react to this? Okay.
It's exhausting. This is exhausting.
No, I tell you what. Let me tell you this. This is the last thought I have on this.
And I hope you know that. And I hope
I understand.
I just want you guys to feel like I don't judge our friendships by. I
get it. I will tell you this: Ed has made it known. Hang on, Ed has made it known that like group chats, multiple messages, this and that. Like that's not your love language. And like I should not be upset by this, okay? Like, okay, Ed is like gonna pick and choose the things he sees, and when he does, it's genuine, you know? Like Ed will respond, and those things are genuine. But I also see what Luis and me are saying, where it's like we're not trying to like bang you over the head with all this stuff. This is like genuine love.
But you're making me feel bad if I don't react to
now, Ed, you should always feel bad for everything ever, always.
You know what it feels like? It feels like I'm 7 years old and I have a little bit of art that I just made. I'm like, Daddy, look at me. And he's like, shut the fuck up, son. That's not important.
Ed tears it up.
Like
he's
that.
like, get shit out of my face.
Or like, hey, Dad, look at what my friend made. Or this person that I don't even know made, and I'm sending it to you. Is it not? Is that not what a reel is?
My
Luis,
kid has friends.
Luis, I watch every video that you create for IGN. Every video that you send us, and like you say, guys, I made this, and I'm super proud of it. I've been working really hard for the last week. That is your product, my friend. You worked hard, and god damn it, I'm proud of you. But like when you send me a reel that some fucknut in wherever made because they make it and they get a lot of money for it, you know, yeah, for the lulz.
Well, actually,
oh god,
actually, I've been sending
Luis has started Luis's whole thing. If you followed Luis, you would know.
I'm following 400, 1,000 low followers. They need help. It's like okay, so like I went to go see I went to go see John Williams we got these tickets to go see John Williams, blah, blah, blah. And in fact, it was just John Williams curating songs that he didn't do, but other songs that other people did.
Right.
He's a curator, and you go and you show up because you're like, John Williams is a fantastic composer. His taste must be fantastic. Okay. You know, he didn't make all these songs, but the fact that he curated and he put it under his name, I'm willing to kind of listen and respect.
Ed, let me ask you this. Ed, if you made us all a steak for Christmas dinner and I go, bitch, I've had steak before. You think this is the first steak I've ever had? I don't give a shit about steak. It's not about the steak. It's not about that one piece of meat. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, you put your effort into this. You put your thought and your care and your love, and I feel that.
Okay.
This is an off podcast. Yeah, I'm sorry, we've gone too far. All right, I'm sorry. It was, yeah. Woof. Wow. That
Well, I
you ever
don't
just
even
come out
know
of a
how
thing.
we even got there. To be honest, I'm lost now.
You know, the fact that you don't understand how we got there is
No, I
what's
know
the
how
whole
we got
conversation.
there. I just feel I'm walking away feeling the villain. So well done, you guys achieved that.
Go to BetterHelp.com and use coupon code PunchDrunkNerd to get 20% off on your therapy session. We're gonna move on to trailer talk here. We got 4 of them. Ed curated this list so that one of us
I
gave
did delete
each person.
one.
What's that?
I thought I had deleted one.
You did delete one, and I added it back in because I couldn't believe it was deleted.
Okay, I was trying to be merciful.
I wanted to talk about this
I was
one.
like, oh, 4 trailers are too many. Okay, well,
You didn't realize we were going to go on a 45-minute tangent
sure
on
didn't.
social media. That's our bad.
Right now, just like where are those guys?
I added one trailer, and then I went back to the doc, and it got deleted. And then I was like, all right, well, I'm going to put it back in.
Okay. All right. Well, I know Miguel hasn't watched them, so I'll just flip through them. Park Chan-wook. We're all fans of Park Chan-wook, right, Miguel?
Yeah.
Director of Old Boy, Stoker.
Parasite.
Nope.
No.
All right. My bad. That's legit my bad. I thought I was trying to throw something out. I apologize.
Okay.
That's my bad.
I love it.
Decision to Leave, The Handmaiden. He's coming out with a new movie called No Other Choice. It's coming to theaters. I had it pulled up. December. Yep. And it's a comedy thriller. After years of unemployment, a man creates a unique and dark plan to secure a job, eliminating his competition. So, yep.
I love yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. No, please.
No, I was just going to... Son of a bitch. I was just going to say, I'm a big fan of Park Chan-wook, and his movie is always something to talk about. And this one looks on par. So, what were you going to say?
I love the actor that's in this thing. I forget where I've seen him. I think he might have been in Squid Game. Excuse me. The main guy. Also, I think it's funny how Miguel brings up Parasite because it does feel like
Bong Joon-ho.
Sorry, it feels like it feels this whole of like
Can you say their names? I'm sorry, one more time.
Park Chan-wook and Bong Joon-ho.
All right, sorry, Luis, go ahead.
So sorry.
He's in Squid Game, by the way.
Yeah. So, but thank you. Okay, great. No, how Parasite and this thing has to basically do like we're all fucking poor and trying to survive.
Yeah,
and they're both like Korean films, and I think it just says something about like a society in general. It's like, yeah, what the fuck? Why are we all like fighting each other and just to make ends meet? And I think it's just like a art is a temperature of what's happening in the world. 100%. And to see it almost back to back with 2 prolific Korean directors is like, okay, so this shit's kind of like real.
It's official.
It's official.
Yeah. No, 100%. Well, so there's that. Miguel, I know you'll be in line to watch that one. So No Other Choice. What's the next one? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem was one of the best movies of 2023. And now they're coming out with a little short film this Christmas called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Chrome Alone 2 Lost in New Jersey. So this is going to be a short film that plays in front of an animated film that's coming out at Christmas. I forget which one it is.
Ed, can I ask you?
That's very cool.
Yes.
I don't know if your daughter liked the Ninja Turtle movies as much as Forrest, but he was watching like the TV show they did on Paramount. They did like the season
I've been
of
talking about that TV show.
Dude, he ate that shit up. He was like,
okay.
This is one of those moments
was
where
into
we
it.
feel like you're not listening to the podcast that you're a part of.
I'm never listening. I'm too
Where
busy.
Me and Luis talk
Hang
about
on.
Thank you.
I'm
now
too
I'm
busy
Team Ed
sending
here.
reels.
All right, let's attack
Okay.
Miguel.
I won Luis back over.
You do realize I talked about this probably at least
when we
twice.
talk about a show,
just
a show, we're sharing a part of our hearts.
Yeah.
And you motherfucker.
All right.
Multiple times you've been like, do you guys know about this? Like, I talked about that months ago.
I didn't ask you if you knew about it. I was just saying my son is watching it now. I'm just trying to give you like a snapshot of my life right now. I'm sorry. Okay.
So it's playing before.
The thing I love is
it's playing before the SpongeBob movie Search for SquarePants, which releases.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Which
Hell yeah,
releases
we're gonna go see that.
December 19th, 2025.
What's funny is I'll get a ticket for that and then leave after I see this short.
Oh, I would 100% do the same thing. I'll be like, bye, Lily.
Okay, but my kid wants to see the SpongeBob movie, and if he can see Ninja Turtles beforehand, that's awesome.
Yeah, no, Lily would 100% want to see and it's going to be 7 minutes long, a 7-minute short. So yeah, that's great. I love those guys. I can't wait for the second movie. I'm glad they're doing content in between. That show that we were talking about is a lot of fun. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Miguel, do you or do you not like the fucking Avatar films?
I love those.
Okay. So you'll be glad to know that come November 7th, they're going to release a documentary of the making of the Avatar world.
Sign me up.
Straight to Disney Plus. It's a 2-part documentary that will offer a deep dive into the making of 2022's Avatar: The Way of Water and a glimpse of the upcoming Avatar: Fire and Ashes, with behind-the-scenes footage and interviews with cast and filmmakers. So, I mean, the trailer, it's what you would expect of a making of trailer, but most people have to be aware of just what goes into these films already. Yeah. But I love a good behind the scenes making of documentary. So I'm very keen to see this and get into all of that because the visuals, obviously, with,
I love that.
Way of Water was stunning. So yeah, just seeing how, because man, remember like 10, 15 years ago, we were all mocking the motion capture. It was sure. a format that was really trying to take off, but really James Cameron has been the only one to finesse it. So
him and Andy Serkis, yeah,
yes. So that. Seeing how that translates and seeing all of those, I mean, it's always fun to see those kind of little snippets of videos. So to see a whole documentary about it, I think will be a lot of fun.
I tell you this, the thing that I miss most about physical media is the behind the scenes, like little tidbits that they would do, whether it's the commentary over the movie or the behind the scenes footage with the interviews, the actors and this and that. So I'm like, you know what? I get it. I'm down.
I did behind the scenes. I stepped away a little bit. Did you guys talk about how like they use practical shit for this thing?
Yeah.
We didn't just now, but
no, but you could.
Shit. They did use practical.
Like, the fact that I saw them like diving into the fucking water in this mechanical, almost bull-like device, I'm like, bro, I didn't realize that you went into this extent. They're like, we don't fucking make CGI. Like, we are doing this shit. We're overlaying a digital skin on top of it. So when we're underwater, when we're riding, when we jump from air into the water, we're doing that. And I'm like, oh yeah, I can feel that now when I'm watching the movie. Yeah. And I never realized they went to that far to the extent. So it was very cool.
I want to shout out
those kind of like water jetpack things to mimic one of the animals, which I was surprised. I thought everything was done in the tank, but no, they were actually getting out there to capture that, like them rising out of the water, which I thought, that's crazy.
I want to shout out our friend Sean, who just hates Avatar and will not watch these movies. But a part of me wants to be like, please, can you just watch like the one Avatar movie? Like, this one's good. I think you'll like it. I think you'll love it. But we'll see it. We'll see how it
You should
goes.
just have them start in the middle when they're already like swimming in the water. And it's like if you see that, you're like,
it's got you just like that. Yeah, exactly.
Jimmy Cam is like doing the best
Jim
about
Cam.
He's doing the best about making VFX great, especially in a time when people are so indecisive and they're like, "Oh, can you change this?" And also, we're showing the movie next week, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Bro, I can't make it look good." So, and he makes it look fucking good, except for when Spider shows up. Sometimes that looks bad, but
And sometimes
lock in for the next one.
Yeah. But anyway, that comes out November 7th on Disney Plus TV.
And I'll do this one, the quick trailer. There's a trailer.
Okay.
It's got this is called Send Help. Let me get all the information real quick because
I've got it pulled up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, do it.
We're fans of Sam Raimi here, creator of the Spider-Man movies. We were talking about Evil Dead.
Evil Dead.
And Quick and the Dead. Other great like cult classic horror films. He's back. Oh, and not to mention Doctor Strange into the Multiverse of Madness. But he's back this January 30th with Send Help. Luis, you got it pulled up
now I want to say something.
Okay.
If you like Sam Raimi and you don't want to know anything about this trailer, fast forward a little bit, because I think if you just went into it and watch it, that'd be pretty cool. If you're staying in bored now, this movie reminds me of another movie. Ed, do you know what that movie is? It just came out probably 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. Then no, I'm not thinking of the same movie.
Triangle of Sadness. There is a moment basically where obviously the movie shifts and power dynamics shift.
Yeah.
And this whole movie is about power dynamics shifting and happening on an island. And these two people, their business part, like one's a boss, one is like a subordinate, and they're about to lose their job. And he's basically like, you got to do better or we're going to fire you. They get in a plane, they crash on an island, and he's injured. And basically Rachel McAdams is the one in charge, and she has power. She's capable. She's the hunting one. She's the survivor. And now who's more valuable, bro? And I think they say that in the fucking trailer. He was like, you are not valuable to us. And then in the end, she's more valuable. But I think being on a beach and all that stuff, it lends itself to Sam Raimi's kind of like, I don't know, just his style, like some of the, like, you know, some visceral shit.
Yeah.
However, it coming out in January does worry me. So
the
fact that it's January 30th, I'm like, fuck.
It is listed as a horror comedy, so maybe that will be like the perfect palate cleanser post award season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes we've said it here before, but like sometimes those surprising New Year hits, you know, sometimes
I know it was
a good place to drop some gems.
I know it was later in the year, but like Everything Everywhere All at Once, Sinners, then this last year was kind of early in the year, you know? So it's like you can maybe have like a surprise hit in those early months.
Like I said, that palate cleanser, you want to watch something that's not so serious.
It wasn't January, but it was February, I believe, was the, oh my God, I just blanked completely. It won the Academy Awards like 2 years ago. 3 years ago with the eyes. Oh my gosh, my memory. Ed, the eyes, you know, and then they go into different multiple realities.
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Didn't I just say that?
Did you?
I said Everything Everywhere All at Once, and then I also said Sinners. I said those back to back.
I'm sorry, Miguel.
Now you know how it feels. Now you know how. I'm just kidding.
Nice to know that you're listening, though, Miguel. Well done.
Listen, we jumped on Ed. We jumped on Miguel. I'm next, so you guys got to jump on me for something. Okay, so that's the trailers. We have a listener mailbag that's going on here. A listener, Adrian, she messaged us talking about one battle after another, and I thought she made such a good point. We didn't mention on the podcast. I thought, hey, let's let's put it out there for the listeners and for us to react to. So she says this: listen to your recent podcast on One Battle After Another. Loved that movie so much. One point I don't think you all touched on that really stood out to me in that film is that the daughter never told Bob he wasn't her bio dad. Love how that was handled. No fuss, because it doesn't matter to their relationship. I kept expecting it to be brought up, just like we were all expecting the mom to show back up at the end, or them cutting to the close-up of Bob after he fell off the roof, but it never was. I thought that was such a cool, subtle touch that no articles I've read or podcasts I've listened to talk about.
Aww.
Well, there you go.
What? What a thoughtful.
I think that says a lot about Chase Infinity's character, how when she approaches Leonardo DiCaprio's character, Bob, that it doesn't matter at that point that he's not her bio dad.
Right.
And the fact that whatever has been left out is a huge kind of point of the movie where, I
she's
don't know. I
making
think
a
that's
choice. And I think, speaking to that character, she discovered her real dad, who subsequently tried to kill her. And the dad who had been, raising her, also, her taking care of him, he, not necessarily saved her, but he showed up when she needed him at the end.
Yeah.
And I think that's all that, she needed out of that. And to reestablish that he was always going to fight for her, even if he showed up just a little bit late. He was there, man. And I think that's what made that moment so poignant, is like, because we've seen Leo go through hell at that point, just trying to get to her, and he never has to pull that trigger or anything. I mean, he does. He takes a crack at it earlier on, but yeah, no, absolutely. I think it was a decisive moment for her to reject this man who was telling or proving that he was her father, and just moving on without him, and I'm glad. I mean, would have added a whole other 30 minutes to that fucking film if we had explored that.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
I know.
I'm going to see it again on Sunday, by the way. I'm super psyched.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm taking Sarah to go see it. I wanted her to go see it. And Miguel, you already mentioned him. I'm taking Sean to go see it.
Nice. Now, Ryan.
Not Ryan. Ryan saw it with me the first time. Sorry. But yeah, so looking forward to that. I've got my next 2 weekends are loaded with film. I'm so excited. I say loaded. I'm seeing one movie each weekend.
But yeah, if you have any more comments about things that we didn't talk about in the movie, hit us up. You know how to hit us up.
For that comment,
like you're very close. Yeah.
Was, I'm glad. It always nice to get that feedback. So
I think it's also because like I've only seen it one time, and that's like, as you watch a movie, you always catch something else, but hearing other people who see things from a different angle is always nice. So, and
there are always those moments that we, talking about it, there's always, when I go back and listen, there's always like something I wish I'd talked about or mentioned.
Absolutely.
So, I'm glad she brought it up.
I know sometimes it's like I want to say something, but you guys are saying something, and then it's like, we move past that conversation point, and then I just forget because I'm forgetful, and then we move on. So very cool small detail about it. One Battle After Another. Please check it out. I know we spoiled a little bit about it. Okay, so guys, before we move on to our feature discussion, I just wanted to kind of call out somebody who passed away recently. Drew Struzan, I believe is how you pronounce his last name. Basically, if you were born in the 80s or 90s and 2000s too, this man basically designed what you know about movies posters. He has created probably some of the most iconic movie posters of this era. And when you think of a movie, you think of that poster. He's recently passed away. And and I was really bummed out about it. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Ed, I saw you post about it.
Yeah. I mean, he essentially created his own genre of poster, if you can say that. But like you said, I think like when you say like the Hook movie poster, I think a lot of people can see that, not only just that image in particular, but then that style, and then you realize, oh shit, like that many, you know.
So I have a list of them that I just wrote out, and so that if you're not fully familiar, the Back to the Future poster, basically every fucking Star Wars poster, and what's really cool, I'm talking about Star Wars, is when they did the prequels, everybody was wondering like, oh, are they going to do the same poster art that they did for the original movies? And they did, and some of them were like, wow, he really pulled it off again. Couldn't believe it. An American Tale, Muppet Christmas Carol, The Goonies, Harry Potter, Philosopher's Stone, Hook, Blade Runner, Indiana Jones, Shawshank Redemption, Coming to America, Risky Business, First Blood, and Hocus Pocus. And did I see The Thing as well? The Thing is an incredible poster.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like when you see that, you're like, boom, The Thing. And just something about the way he's able to capture like realism, but also, you know,
it's like a pulpiness to it. Like, you know what I mean?
Very great at capturing multiple characters in one scene, in like in an image. And I feel like that's kind of hard to do.
Oh, absolutely. You see people doing that with, you know, photoreal pictures and stuff, and trying to blend it all together. It looks awkward as shit. Like there's the Avengers, the first Avengers trailer. I don't need to go into that. But you know, it's something about the art style of those posters that really make it work, you know, for lack of a better way of putting that. But yeah, it's that's interesting actually. I've got this little book right here, film posters of the 90s.
Oh wow. Yeah.
I bet I'm gonna
what a great fucking book.
Where'd you get that, Ed?
From my shelf.
Definitely not as a birthday gift.
No, certainly not. I don't think anybody would have gifted this to me. That wouldn't make any sense. I just bought it for myself. Yeah.
Sure. All right. Love that.
That's a very cool book. That's very awesome. But
it's Miguel. It was Miguel, everyone.
Ed, is there a particular poster? I mean, honestly, it's very difficult to say which one. I mean, there's just so many good ones. That's my
favorite. I'm not like a big horror fan or anything, but that Thing one is very striking.
Striking.
I have to go Hook.
Hook
for me.
Yeah,
it's such a great
God bless
poster.
that fucking had him do that poster. You know, like how blessed that, you know.
It's such
Back to the Future I fucking love, and Star Wars.
That's
obviously.
a good one. Yeah. Oh, The Phantom Menace is a really good one. I like that one.
Okay, yes, that one was surprised. And Muppet Christmas Carol, I was surprised about too.
Oh yeah, Thank you.
That one looks fucking good too.
Yeah.
Blade Runner is also like, god damn, you know, that's, and you know what's good about the Blade Runner one is that it also thematically fits with that movie.
Yes.
Of kind of this like,
it's moody noir
and the surrealism, like what is real, what is not real, and his artwork definitely lends itself to being like realistic, but also it's a painting. And that Harry Potter one I think is pretty cool too.
Yes.
Okay. Any closing remarks on Drew here?
There it is.
There it is.
R.I.P. Oh, that's such a beautiful poster. I mean, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No. Yeah. R.I.P. We're getting to that era of like losing these icons of movies that we grew up with. Yeah. Yeah. No. R.I.P. The man was a legend, and we will forever have those posters.
We're gonna talk about what we're into. Miguel, you love Tim Robinson, right?
Yeah, no, I thought we were gonna pause real quick before we did this. All right, cool. Hey, yeah, I do, but I haven't seen this, so get to it.
We previously mentioned this in the podcast, The Chair Company, previous show, a show by Tim Robinson that was going to appear on HBO. Ed, you're a Tim Robinson fan.
I am. Yes,
You've
I
seen
am.
Friendship?
I have. I did.
You've seen, what's it called? That show?
I think you should leave.
Detroiters?
And Detroiters.
Okay. I think you should leave. Yeah.
Yep.
No, but The Chair Company is a show on HBO. What were your thoughts? What were your feelings on that one?
I mean, instantly, right off the bat, it's a Tim Robinson show. You know, it doesn't disappoint in that regard. You know, a lot of hilarious and awkward moments arise, and the fact that this is going to be the way it sets up, I guess, the story. I'm here for it. Basically, I'm on board already. Didn't disappoint.
It's funny we talked about horror earlier and other moments where it feels like a horror comedy, like just like scenes, like the way it lays itself out. Also, it kind of feels like in some way another angle of Larry David with Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Mm-hmm.
Curb Your Enthusiasm always did that thing where it's like it called out the weird social cultural cues that we do in life.
Yeah.
And he also does that, but he performs it in such a funny way. He also calls out the strangeness of the world. And there is a moment that happens in this show where you're like, oh, this is where we're going. And I love that it takes that concept and just runs with it.
Which one? Which bit? Just out of curiosity.
I mean, it's honestly, it's the title of the show. It's kind of what the whole point of
right.
the show,
Okay.
you know,
Gotcha.
Basically, so it's on HBO. Miguel hasn't seen it. I don't want to spoil it too much. Miguel, would you be interested in watching a Tim Robinson show on HBO?
The way I would be so locked in, okay? I just haven't done it yet. That's my bad. All right.
How many viewings will
I think about Tim,
take you? 3 times? Or
the way I think about Tim Robinson content is like maybe if Ed sent me a reel every now and then, okay, I would watch it.
Mm-hmm. Noted.
Ed, send a reel of the whole show, just like from beginning to end, just 3 minutes from
just real.
Now, should have just fucking done that with Alien Earth. What was I thinking?
Maybe I would have watched it.
Yeah.
Honestly, Miguel, it's the perfect time to watch Alien Earth. It's done. It's Halloween, spooky time. Just get cozy and watch some xenomorphs rip it up.
He is so.
No, I know the way that I watched an hour and 27-minute video in 3 days. It definitely makes me want to watch all the content immediately. I know. I'll be there. I do.
You'll get to it someday. Miguel, what
an episode.
Oh, okay. What an episode, guys. Thank you guys for listening so much. Tune in next week. We're going to have Francesca on and we're going to talk about some more scary movies. If
Do we know what that movie is yet?
We don't know what that movie is. She is still deciding. I don't know.
Miguel only has so much time to watch these things, so
I know.
Hurry up, okay?
I'm going to text her tomorrow and say, "Pony up. We better know what it is." Tune in next week. If you have a favorite scary horror movie, share it with us. Maybe we'll watch it.
Maybe.
I can confidently say that because I know not many people are going to respond. So if one person sends in a message, I'm like, God damn, maybe I'll check that out.
We can do it.
You can fucking do it. You can jump on the podcast if you want. No, thank you guys for listening so much. All jokes aside, please, if you like the podcast, like, subscribe. It does a lot for us. If you see a reel of us pop up, give it a fucking heart. It's not going to do you any harm. Thank you, Chase and Bryce, for jumping on Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And until next time, it's me, Luis Gonzalez, and with me has been
Miguel Sanchez
and Ed Bull.
And until next time, later, Gators.